This video, this is going to be how to use your digitals and textiles to alter a binder book and turn it into a beautiful everyday journal. Hi, I'm Marcia. Welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. So happy that you're here with me today on my channel. I'm going to be altering this Better Homes and Garden book. And look at how big this book is. It's a 5-ring binder, and I'm already having fun with it, and I've named my beautiful everyday garden journal Jareen. So that's my middle name and my daughter's middle name, Jean and Irene, Jareen together. So I'm going to be using this as an everyday journal, and since it's a Better Homes and Garden book, and I love everything there is to do with gardening, so I'm already starting to decorate some of the pages. So I wanted to just quickly show you what I'm doing. These are just the beginning elements that I'm putting on. I will have a nice beautiful fabric border that's going to come here. This is a pocket. This is a tuck spot. And then over here on this side, this is just a beautiful journal page that has a nice little flip out spot. I've used washi tape just to adhere it, but if you know anything about washi, you know that it doesn't stick very well. So on this side, I actually used my Aleene's tacky glue and made sure that it is not going to go anywhere. And now on this page, it's all about joy and happiness and smiles and calmness and peace and just all the things I love in my life. And gardening is definitely high on my list. So if you have been following me here on my channel for a while, you know I love everything to do with nature and gardening and how I have a beautiful garden. And so that's what it's all about here. So this says smile, it's your time. So I added this beautiful border here, fabric border here, and I took this piece of fabric, this is how it already looked, stitched it with a zigzag, and then glued it to the book. And then I did the same thing. I made this beautiful little fabric collage border here, and I glued it to the book, and I just zigzagged the same thing. And then now on the back side, beautiful page as well. And this beautiful fabric border is here too, just to adorn the page. So every page is going to have a beautiful fabric border. So that's the theme that I'm going to incorporate, so that this reminds me of all the beautiful flowers and plants from my garden. And then this is a beautiful piece of scrapbook paper that just reminds me of how much I love to be in nature. So I'm going to make a cute little probably cascade page here, so I will glue it at the very top so that I can open each page, and then but I'm going to try to figure out how to do it so that I can still enjoy and see the beautiful background page. So I'm still working on that idea. It's still formulating, so once I figure out how I'm going to go about that, I will definitely be sharing it here with you. Okay, so let's close this back up. It's so big, it's so beautiful. But you can see how gorgeous this is going to look once I put a beautiful fabric border on there, just like how that one is. Isn't that darling? Okay, so we'll set that big book aside. So now what I'm doing is I have one page that I'm using as my template. It's down here buried somewhere. There you are. Okay. So let me pull this out. And this book is very old, very aged, and it's very delicate. So a lot of the pages have a lot of torn sides. So this one I just took out of the book, and I'm using it as a template. And so I lay it on my piece of paper, and I decide, okay, what size do I want this? So this is what I'm doing. I have scanned and made my own digital papers, and I've also been gifted some, and I've also purchased some. So however you have digital papers, maybe you even have your own scrapbook paper. Maybe there's the last piece of this beautiful paper that you love. You can scan it and you can use it over and over and over in your own personal journal. There's nothing wrong with that. And also you can scan book pages, magazine pages, maybe old calendar pages, the front of a greeting card that somebody gave you, handwriting from someone, maybe a beloved person in your life, someone, maybe your grandmother's handwriting, any number of things you can do that. So that's what I'm doing here with this. So this is vintage wallpaper, vintage ledger pages, vintage document pages, just all kinds of pages, book pages, music pages, some of the collage pages that I've made myself, pattern pages, and then other digital papers that I've purchased from Etsy from other sellers. And so I'm very much into vintage, and I love anything to do with garden, and I love anything to do with old papers and documents and things like that. So needless to say, having been able to purchase my own vintage wallpapers and documents was just a beautiful treat. So what I did is I have chosen which one of the prints that I was going to use, and I just took my piece of paper and I laid it here. Obviously that's too tall, so I put it this way, and I'm doing with the on the inside of these page holes, and then now I cut that out. So that's what I did here. So the base paper is here, and now I'm just collaging on top of this, and then that is going to be one of the pages in the journal. So I will continue this technique, and I'm going to make a pocket. So all of these elements here will be stitched and glued in place. All the paper I'm going to glue first, and then I will come in with some decorative stitching, and the fabrics and the textiles I will also stitch. I'm trying to see which side is the correct side. I can't quite tell. It almost looks the same, doesn't it? Okay. So this has a little bit more, it's just like I'm saying, it's just like I can't quite make it out. I'm sorry. Okay, so, but I wanted the little butterfly to have like a little skirt. And so now this is my pocket piece. So here's a piece of fabric. Here's the main paper that I chose. Here's obviously some of the document paper, some of the other, another page that I tore. So this is my scrap pile here as I'm working. This is another one of the vintage wallpapers. Okay, so I chose a piece of fabric out of my stash, and then now I'm going to take this to the machine, and then this is going to be stitched on here, and then this little cute little border. And I'm thinking, do I want to angle this? Would it look better this way? Actually, it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, that might be all right too. But it's still going to peek out. So I'm trying to figure it out so that I'm not losing. It's so beautiful. I don't want to lose and cut any of this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So okay, maybe it's going to go like that. Okay, so that solved that problem. All right, so you're going to go that direction so that I don't lose your beautiful, all those beautiful elements. So that's how quick and easy it is. This is like a beginner's guide, and it's also for any level, intermediate or advanced level journalers, to be able to put a beautiful collage page together and now alter a book, and then just add these altered pages into the book. So I'm going to just glue these down, as I can sew on this one. If you only want to glue, you could glue all these into place. But I love the stitched look, so I'm going to take it to the machine, and I will be right back. Alright, so now I have the page completed. Somewhere between here and the sewing machine, my butterfly flew away, so I have to find him, and then I will put him in his little spot. So now, this is what I did. So I just took a decorative wave stitch and a zigzag stitch. So I zigzag down here, So I have the pocket here, I have a pocket here, and I have a little tuck spot here. And then I also have a tuck spot down here, and I glued the top of the lace here. So I can put a little tag coming from this top area here, or I can come down here from the side. Just trim off these little wisps of thread. See how pretty that turned out? Oh, it's just so darling. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is take this page, and then I'm looking at where it's lining up. So now what I did, and that's perfectly okay to do, is I'm bringing it to the edge of the hole, and then when I turn it over, if there's any overlap when I do the back page, then I make sure that this is going to be covered up, and then when I make that beautiful fabric border. So now I can glue this page into place, and now let's make some beautiful tags and things with our leftover pieces that we have. And I still have to decide where I'm going to place my button, because now that I'm thinking I'm going to do something with it way up here at the top. So we'll see. And now I'm going to, this piece is not suitable for that, but maybe these will come in handy again. This one I'm going to save. We're not going to use you, but I could use some of this lace maybe at the top of one of the tags as a trim piece. I love that idea. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take a piece of plain cardstock that I have here in my little stash, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, this is the cover of a page, so we're going to cover that with our paper, with our beautiful paper. And now this is going to become one of the tags in either this pocket or this pocket. So either one, it will work. And so I just have to decide how tall and how wide do I want the tag. So that one, ooh, that would be beautiful. Just lovely. So this one, because I've sewn it there, that's too big. But this one is just perfect size. Okay, so I can come in here, and I could even make it like kind of like an index card or a little file folder tab kind of looking thing. That's what I'm thinking I might do with this one. So I'm going to make it where I'll cut it across here, but make the little tab here, and then we'll decorate the top of that. So I need to cut it like right below the 6 right there, so that he falls below this pocket, and then I will cut it down and where I can put the smaller one in there. So let me cut this down, and then we'll get to covering it up to make our beautiful little tags to go in our pockets. Alright, so using my envelope punch board, I rounded the corners, and now to make the little file folder tab, I used this side. So I came in here, put it under here, lined it up with that, punched it, got my little notch here, and then you just trim off that little point. And then I decided how much of a little tab did I want, and then I came in here, punched it again, and then I had another little notch, and then I just trimmed off the excess here. So now that gave me the perfect little file folder. And here's my page. So this one is going to be the file folder in this pocket with its little tab. See? Perfect. Comes right there perfect with that top of that pocket. And then the second pocket, this tag is going to come in here, and it fits perfectly, and I can lift that up if I wanted it like that, or just leave it laying down, whatever I want to do. Okay, so now we're going to cover. So the back is perfect for journaling. So see? Your cover on the paper pad and the back piece on your paper pads always save those because they are absolutely perfect for projects and making tags out of. Okay, so this could possibly be a little teeny tiny tag. This also could be a great little side tuck spot for one of these. So I'm going to save those. This is the piece that came off of here. So I just wanted to show you how it looked. See? So you see that little notch? So then you just cut over to the corner of that notch. Okay, now the fun begins, and we're going to do another collage pattern just like we did with the other one. Make this beautiful thinking. Let's start with our little file folder page, and I'm thinking, okay, do I want to come in here with another page like that, and then we're going to do something different with that one. So I like the whole theme. I want to stick with the theme. So because then if I came in with something different here, then that was in the pocket, or use the ledger page, and then this is in the pocket. I mean, you know, that could work. So I just want to audition different pieces to find which one speaks to me and says, yes, I'm your piece. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we're sticking with this whole orange and red theme. I love that. Oh, I love that. I think that would be gorgeous. Okay, so this is what we're going to use here. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to go right now straight ahead, and we are going to glue this to the paper just like I want it. And then later on, if I decide that I want to add any kind of a stitching element around the edge, then I can do so after the tacky glue has dried. I love now creating with my bracelet. I have to I'll share with you the shop that I got this from. It was a custom order. So I told her what I wanted, and I found the focal bead, I found these little beads, and then I told her to match up what was here and with the rest of the beads. Love it, love it, love it. And I love supporting other Etsy sellers shops, and so I get a lot of love and support from my followers, and so I follow several jewelry accounts on Instagram, and then I've ordered from some. I've mentioned them here on my channel before. So this is another shop, so I will share her shop link with you in the description below. And she takes custom orders, so and I'm not much of a jewelry person. I don't wear metal jewelry, but I love, and I don't know, I think this is a glass bead. I don't think it's plastic. It could be, I don't know. But anyway, so glass, ceramic, plastic, I love, but it's perfect with my skin. It's not giving me any problems. Okay, so this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Now it's going to go right in here. Yay! And it's picking up the beautiful tones of this. I absolutely am in love with this. Okay, now I'm thinking, somehow to incorporate a little something shimmery into that. It would just be so pretty. And then maybe glue this piece on somehow, but it's that organza's too thin. Okay, so one down. Let's get to the next one. See how easy that was? So quick and easy, just no extra fluff on that. Let's just, you know, make it simple. Now this one I may decide, I think I do like that idea of the ledger page, but I'm not liking that you're going to see that through it. So let's see what we can do about it. We may have to, there we go. Okay, that would be better. So I can come in here with this piece. Okay. And we're going to glue that down. I need to refill my glue bottles. So you can do it as simple or as elaborate as you want to go with it. It's your journal, so you do whatever you want. And so I'm going to go simple because I'm making the pages themselves. That's the elaborate part. So when it comes to the ephemera, I want to go simple. And especially when you're having fabric or lace, then you don't want things that are going to catch as you're taking them in and out of the pockets. Okay, let's turn that over and just trim away that excess that we do not need. I'm so happy I have a lot of these 12 by 12 paper pads that I kept the covers, and I still have pads that still have paper in them. But these are perfect weight consistency to make a tag or that little index card or file folder to make ephemera. It is absolutely perfect. I love it. Okay, so there's the first layer. Now the fun, we're going to come in here with the second layer, but I love this part, so I'm going to incorporate, and I'm going to just do a little bit of tearing. Okay, and then we're going to come in here. So I want to see the beautiful leaves. Okay, and then might as well go the whole, get the whole part of it done. Do not leave any part undone. Okay, there we go. Now, just going to crease this with my fingers. Okay, now I will take it to the edge of my table. Tear these off. Okay, this it that one? Yeah. That's the one we want. Okay, perfect. Absolutely. Love this. Okay, so now what I can do, bring that up a little bit. Bring this over a little bit. And it's okay if I cover up the leaf a little bit. Bring it down a little bit more. Okay, that I'm really loving. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the glue stick, my wax paper to protect my wood surface here. That one is used. And I buy my Scotch permanent glue sticks off of Amazon. And there's 24 in a pack, and that was the best decision I've made. That and my gallon of Aleene's tacky glue. Because it's always here, always readily available. And also my 10-pack of printer paper that I purchased. And what else? Oh yes, my laminate packs. Those I found the best prices on Amazon. Okay, now I can come in with the tacky glue and just put a little tiny smidgen. Unclog the hole first. This bottle, I don't know why, but the way it's always drying up fast. And then the hole gets all clogged up with dried glue. Trying to impede my creativity. Ouch. Alright, let me see if I unclogged it. I made it worse. Oh no, okay. We're still getting stuff out of it. Okay. So yeah, I just want to dab it. The Scotch is, to me, what I have found is it's not something that you want to rely on as a permanent, even though it says permanent, because it will peel right up. In my experience, I found to be the case. That is nice. Love it. Okay. A beautiful journal card now to go into this pocket. Okay. Perfect. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now let's make a cute little card to go into this little tuck spot. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So working on one page at a time, don't overwhelm yourself, and then just enjoy the process. This is really enjoyable. I'm enjoying this. So while I'm waiting on my husband, he went to do a little emergency job for a customer, new customer actually, and about half an hour away. And then we found, as I was looking on the Google Maps for him, because it was a place he, new job, like I said, and we found that there is a park. It's either Little Big Econ Park or Big Little Econ Park. Oh, I'm getting the name reversed, but anyway, something like that. So it's Econ Park. So it's either Little Econ or Big Econ, but they put the two names together. Why, I don't even understand. Confuse me. If there's a park ranger there, I'm going to talk to him and say, why did they do that, and who Who decided to do that? Why couldn't they just name it Big Econ Park or Little Econ Park? Why did they have to put the two words together and confuse everybody? I don't know. Okay, now this is the one, and I'm deciding because like I said, no, it won't work that way. So it's going to go this way. But I was just thinking, do I want to see? So you're seeing it here. So you're seeing like, oh look, there's there's another little journal card. And then I'm going to make a tab thing, a little pull thing to pull him out of there. I love that. Or I was thinking to use him to go in here. Ah, this one. Okay, this is where he's going to go. Okay, perfect. I'll just find another piece for down here. But this one, I love it. Love it. Okay. This project, I am absolutely, the patterns, the digital vintage color combinations with the prints and the, oh, it's just all coming together, and then the textiles, for me, it's just really, oh, is just making me feel so happy. So I'm enjoying my little creativity here while I'm waiting on my husband, like I said. Okay, now let's see. Did I have? Oh yeah, let's go with this one here. Okay, so we've already used that, and we have that. So I'm going to use this part here. That is just darling. That will match up with that. Or I might use some of this down here, maybe. I think that might be even better. Okay, so let's see which part of this. What do we want? Something right around there is what I'm thinking. And remember, these are digitals, so I can make more. It's not like, oh, why are you taking that spot when you could have done that spot? No worries, because I can always print another one. And I have the HP printer, and I use their instant ink program, which is absolutely fabulous. So I only pay $5.99 a month, and I have 100 pages that I can print. And if I don't use anything, they roll over to the next month. And then when I'm going to be low on ink, they send me the cartridges. And I don't pay any extra. So I love HP. I've always had HP printers, but I never knew about this instant ink program. And then one of my friends in our little monthly craft time said, I believe it was Betsy, and she said, hey, I have this instant ink thing. And I'm like, what is that? Oh, I love that part. I love that too. No, let's go with that. And so you have to have Wi-Fi, which I don't have, but there's a way around it because they have a lot of schools that use the program. And so then the person that the salesman, whoever he was that I was talking to, was so nice, and he was like, okay, this is all you need to do. Use the hotspot on your phone, and you update your account with that. And so lo and behold, I mean, that was like genius, absolutely wonderful, made my day so happy. Okay, I think I'm gonna, and so I can print out for $5.99 a month, including the ink. And since I got such a great deal on the paper from Amazon, and I recycle my paper, so like, say for instance, if I did a goof and printed something, then I save that page and then I just turn it over and then I print it on the other side. So I'm always looking for how I can get a little bit more torn off here. Let's get a little bit more fussy cut creative on that. So if this has been something you are enjoying and helping to unlock your creativity, then please subscribe to my little community here. I would love to have you craft with me and be a crafting buddy. And comment and let me know what you like. And if you're following along and you're making anything that you're seeing me make, I would love to know that too. And I'm hoping all of you are staying safe wherever you are and getting through whatever challenges you're facing. I'm always thinking of you. I'm thinking I'm going to take this little smidgen off here so that it will look a little better there. I like that. Okay, good. We've been getting a lot of thunderstorms, which is normal for us. I'm in Florida, and so we haven't had any hurricanes yet. So I don't know. The hurricane season ends November 1st, but September to November can be very busy in the Atlantic and the Gulf, so we'll just keep an eye on everything. Alright, so I want to round the corners. Get my little tool out. Uh-oh, let's see. Okay, good. I was like, now that I've added layers, but it can handle it. And the glue. So one thing you don't want to do with your envelope punch board and rounder, corner rounder, is don't gum it up with glue. Okay, so now this piece is going to tuck into that spot, and then this one is going to tuck into this pocket. Aren't they lovely? Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely fabulous. I love it. And when I find my butterfly, I'm going to put him there. And I'm just going to glue his little self into place so that he cannot flutter away from me again. But, you know, it's such a lightweight thing. It must have just went, and I said, what? And I looked on the floor. I'm looking all over the place. I said, where did it go? Oh, love it. Absolutely. Yeah. I have little miniature journals that I use as a gratitude journal that I keep on my side table by the couch. And I have an altered book that I made from I think it was a Reader's Digest or Time Life, one of the two. And it's a leather cover. Love it. Western theme. And so I had made pockets in that. And then I keep those little journals, and then when I've completed a month or however long it took me, and then I pop it into a pocket and I get a new one out. But this one's a little different, what I'm going to do with it. So as I start putting things in here, all my little adventures, because I'm starting to be able to go out into the parks again, like our local parks. And then as soon as I can get a cabin at one of our state parks, I'm going to stay there for a couple of days with my husband. All right. Okay, just want to see where is the top of the, okay, so I'm just wanting to make sure I'm gauging where I'm placing it. Okay, good. I like that. That is very good. Now I have glue going in every which way direction, so I'm just going to go across and press it all over the place. And then very, very gingerly turn the page very, very carefully. And now gently, gently, gently. I was thinking, oh, we're getting a really big thunderstorm again. I was thinking that I might take out a lot of the pages, and then that would make it easier for me, and then use the little, make my own little reinforced hole spots, and protect them like that, because you can see it's going to tear this paper. Like I said, it's so old, and it's really become very thin and brittle and fragile, so I don't want that to happen after I spend a lot of time beautifying them up. But I like that. Oh, it turned out just beautiful. Absolutely speaks to me of my garden, and so it's just perfect for Jareen and her little beautiful daily journal. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Just picture being in the garden, writing in the journal. Yep, see, that one's torn there. So that's what I will do. So in the next video, I will have removed the bulk of the pages, and then I will just have a few in here so that I can open this up, and I will reinforce all of these so that the next video you will see me with having all the little holes reinforced, so that I don't risk tearing any of these precious pages that I'm going to be journaling in and working on. So this one I'll make a pocket for here and a little tuck spot for there. Oh, it's going to be adorable. Darling, darling, darling. Yep. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video of how to alter a page in a book that is a binder book, and then now just taking this technique and do page by page by page and prettying up the edges with beautiful fabrics like this on the edges, and just how much that adds to the beauty of the book. So every page is going to be a work of art, and it's going to be something I'm really going to enjoy working in and creating in. So thank you for being here with me today. Keep creating in the sunshine. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.